All right. Talking about artists and the dudes who put them on. Let's just call it that. Bow Wow. He recently came out. Yeah, shout out to Bow Wow.
Shout out to the Game because I see where you're going with it. Game did the same thing.
Yeah, but Bow said, yo, and we gonna get the Game. He said, yo, me and JD never had no work chemistry. He actually credits Snoop Dogg for making him who he is. Now, as you know, JD is behind some of Bow Wow's biggest hits. So I hope me and you on the same page with this one because
nah. I mean, you know.
And shout to Jermaine, like that brother always been a damn good brother. Look, I know this one had to hurt.
People get frustrated as they get older. And you know, Bow Wow saying that was just frustration because everybody knows different. And I'm sure deep down inside he knows different. But it's something that's going on probably between whatever it is internally between him and Jermaine that he felt like he had to say that. And, you know, that it's unfortunate, but, you know, Snoop just got death row, so maybe Bow Wow wants a deal on death row. You know, I'm sure Snoop was a huge influence on Bow Wow's career because Snoop being the big personality that he is. But, and you know, Snoop is still active. Necessarily, Jermaine's kind of sitting back, you know, playing the back right now. Whatever he's doing. I'm sure he's doing, you know, stuff big still, but he's just not in the forefront. So I'm sure, you know, that kind of plays a part of it. So I think it was just out of frustration. The same thing with Game. You know, I'm sure that there's frustration in there. It's just a frustrated situation. Probably Game not performing at the Super Bowl. He probably took that a certain way because, you know, Game reveres Dr. Dre. Now, I can't speak up for whoever the next man personal situation. Now, I don't even want to do that. But from the outside looking in, you know, Game and Bow Wow revered their respected producers at the time, anyways. So sometimes we get frustrated and we say things that we don't mean at the moment. The type of person Game is, I'm sure later on in life, he'll probably fix that and correct that. I just think everything's is you deal with frustration. It's not easy for an artist to be, but a lot of people troll and they talk shit, but when you're on top of the world as an artist, it's not easy when you're not on top of the world anymore. You still have fans and you're still known, but it's not like, you know, you're being revered like you once was. And I think sometimes that's a frustration that gets to some. And with the internet being the internet, instead of kind of voicing it to them, they're voicing it to millions of people and it becomes headlines. This is the new way that we live now. But I think, my opinion, that I think both of them deep down know who had a big responsibility for their career to be as big as it is and as big as it was, as bigger as it was.
Yeah, I mean, again.
And you know, and when the Game said it, he was tipsy as hell. You know, he was drinking on Drink Champs, so you know, it all comes out when you know what I'm saying, when you're tipsy.
When you got that oil in your system.
But like again, I mean, you know, Game wears his emotions on his sleeve like I do, and I think later on, I think he'll clear it up. I don't think Game wants that on his legacy. No, I don't think he so, you know, I think it'll get cleared up. That's just my opinion.
I hope it do, and I hope Bow, you know, clean it up with JD.
Yeah.
Because truth be told, it's very few people who take a chance on child artists, and they got that muscle and that credibility and the foresight.
JD was one of the best to do it.
That you need.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, exactly. Like
he was one of the best to take child artists and blow them up. There wasn't too many producers at the time doing that.
it wasn't too many producers that could do it, that would have that foresight and be able to give them that sound that is still hip hop, but it appeals to a tween generation. And when I heard that, I was a little disappointed. But I hope they figure it out, because I know it's a lot of love.
I think they will. I think they will. And I hope, like you said, I hope so too, because it'll be a shame for that legacy with both of them, with everybody included on both of their careers. That because people gotta understand, man, you're gonna be dead a lot longer than you're living. So you want your legacy to be right. And me even making up with the Eminem stuff, I want to do that for my legacy too. I don't want to.
Good for you, and I'm glad you did it. Real talk.
Yeah, I don't want that to be a stain, man. And overlook everything else I've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So.